Hello Nistas and Nistas, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm Savings Fashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance, whether it's body or home. And today we are here to talk fragrances, you guys. So I want to share with you the fragrances that I added to my collection that will release the year 2024. So if you're interested in hearing about these fragrances, please stay tuned. All right, you guys, so if you are a part of this fragrance community, whether you create content, you are a collector, or you just love fragrances and you're here watching videos, you know and understand how rapidly fragrances are released. It's just like one after the other. So according to Farmo.com, the year 2024, 6,801 fragrances were released worldwide. So that's everything. That's designer, that's niche, that's Arabian fragrances, that's indie fragrances, that's even the body care fragrances that are released. Although, you know, I tend to separate those. If I share with you fine fragrance mists, I separate those from perfumes. But on Parfumo, they include all of those things as a fragrance release. So 6,801 fragrances, that's a lot. So you guys, and it's believable. So here I have a little over 30 of those fragrances that were released. So that lets you know just how grand and big this thing can be. These are not the only fragrances that I purchased the year of 2024. These are just the ones that were released 2024. So I am not going to bore you with the fragrance notes. If you're interested in knowing detailed information about these, just kind of like type in Savings Fashionista and type in the particular fragrance, and the algorithm should lead you to the video, because I do try to hashtag those things in my description. So or just go check out another content creator if you want to know a little bit more about it. So I'm not going to do a lot of talking because I'm not going to have an hour-long video. I'm just going to share with you the fragrance and just 2 or 3 things that pop in mind about the fragrance as I share it with you. So let's just get right into it. All right, so, and these fragrances, I'm kind of like sharing them in order in the way that I either experienced them or added them to the collection. Some of them, I probably just experienced them, and they may be out of order. They're not in chronological order based off of how they were released. This is just my little way of conveying what I have to you all. So this is Black Opium over Red. This is a flanker of the Black Opium fragrance house. This is a cherry fragrance, and I really enjoy this fragrance. I don't know if you can see the dent there, but I have really put a nice substantial dent in here. It is the Black Opium DNA with loads of cherry in it, and like I said, I really enjoy it. The next fragrance is a fragrance that I was looking for all over the place. This fragrance actually was accidentally released in Macy's. So some people were able to experience this fragrance sooner than later, but I did finally get the fragrance, and this is Valentino Born in Roma. This is the green Stravaganza. I was very excited about this, not only because the juice is green is my favorite color, but also that it has this tea note, and I am a fan of tea fragrances. This right here is not as powerhouse as the Donna Born in Roma line is, but I do think that it holds a place in the Donna Born in Roma line, and it's absolutely nice. So again, this is the green extravaganza by Donna Born in Roma. All right, the next one, I remember when the SA called me in to come and experience this fragrance. I went in and experienced it, but I just added this to the collection in this last quarter of the year because at the time of smelling it, I knew that we will be getting into spring soon, and I'm like, it could just wait. So this is Narcotic Delight, and you know, cherry was definitely having a moment And I remember when Norma called me, she made it very clear, and it has a note of cherry in it. It's so pretty, it's so boozy. But this is Narcotic Delight, and it is absolutely gorgeous, from the house of Initio. The next fragrance is a fragrance that I could not make up my mind if I wanted to get the one that was released prior to, which is Carmina, which is also a cherry forward fragrance. But I'm glad that my second and third part of my heart selected this one. But this was gifted to me for Mother's Day, and this is the one that came out after Carmina. This is Queen of Silk. They made a really great choice. I do still want to add Carmina to the fragrance collection, but I am really enjoying this. And if you want to hear my thoughts a little bit detailed about this, you can click the card above, because I did do a video talking about the top 5 fragrances that were released, in my opinion, 2024. All right, the next one is Sarah Baker's Peaches Revenge. This got a lot of buzz on the internet. I had heard little things about Sarah Baker, and I do think that it's a very small, like, indie house. But when this Peaches Revenge came out, and I saw, I had seen her in other videos with Sebastian, but when I saw him talk about this, I was like, I can't wait to get it. So I blindly purchased this, and I'm not mad about it. This was also in my top 5. Again, this is Peaches Revenge by Sarah Baker. All right, the next one, I was influenced to buy this from Mrs. AI the Great herself. This is one of the House of Ouds. This is Guilty Crush. This is actually my first fragrance from the House of Oud. I now have another one in the collection, and this is a beautiful fragrance. It has this lipstick note that really makes me think of a vintage era in my mind. It just makes me think of a pretty vintage beauty queen for some reason. And I don't think I've ever smelled a pretty vintage beauty queen. But this smells absolutely beautiful. It has a note of strawberry. I do think it has a little mango in it as well. But Guilty Crush, absolutely beautiful. All right, next up, you guys, is a fragrance that's also a part of my top 5 fragrances. This is Miami Nectar from Ellis, Brooklyn. You guys, this fragrance also had a moment in the community. This is a sexy tropical vacation in a bottle. Need I say more? Absolutely enjoyed this fragrance. So again, this is Miami Nectar by Ellis, Brooklyn. All right, the next fragrance is from the house of Navitus Parfum in collaboration with Gabby Loves Perfume. Really excited about this fragrance because this is the first fragrance that I have purchased that is supposed to have a prominent note of melon in it, you guys. So this is a melon coconut fragrance, and I'm not mad about it. I thoroughly enjoyed this summer. And I think they did a really good job with this. Again, Navitus Melon Kiss in collaboration with Gabby Loves Perfume. All right, next up, you guys, this fragrance, I was influenced to buy this fragrance as well. I had a method behind this. Normally when I'm purchasing inspired fragrance, there's like a reason, because most of the time, like the majority of the inspired fragrances that I have in my collection, I have the original creation. But this fragrance, I was prompted to buy this because my husband was just spraying Parfums de Marly Valea, which is an absolutely beautiful fragrance. But I heard Fumi Monet talk about how nice this replica was, and I must agree. So somebody has been enjoying it. So it is Mystique Bouquet by Afnan. This is an Arabian house, and it is nicely inspired. So that was added to the collection, and it is a 2024 release. All right, next up is something from the house of KayAli. You know, KayAli, she's gonna always do it big every year. I wish her mad success. More to come. Her fragrance house is rapidly growing. This is the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. This one right here was so fun because the excitement of it all, the way it was marketed, and the branding when it was before it was released was just exciting to me. I really enjoyed seeing this and all the creators partake in it. So this is Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42 by KayAli. All right, this fragrance right here, this took me like a month before I got this fragrance. But I purchased this fragrance because the person that assisted with the inspiration of the fragrance, I follow her. She does like, she's like a life coach, and she's an author, and she does like inspirational vlogging, and I really enjoy her. But this is Heal the Way in collaboration with Alex. And it took me about a month before I got this. And I also purchased this because it does have the note of pistachio in it. And it's just a different take on what I have grown to really like with the pistachio. I like more of a sweet, creamy pistachio. And this is more of a woody pistachio. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite pistachio. But I do think that it's a nice fragrance. So again, this is Heal the Way in collaboration with Alex. This is Donna in New York. I forgot to include it in the video, but this came out with 3 other fragrances simultaneously, and they're all cashmere and something. But this is the cashmere and Palo Santos. It is absolutely a beautiful, like vanilla forward with a hint of peach and some cashmere in it. All right, so the next one was a quad set that was released from the house of KayAli in 10 ml bottles. This is called the Vacay in the bottle. So there were 4 fragrances in this bottle. This is Maui in a bottle, Sweet Banana 37. This has a prominent note of banana, and it is nice. This one is the Marrakesh in a bottle, Orange Blossom. Very strong orange blossom note that I also like this one. This one I think is probably the fan favorite. This is Capri in a bottle, Lemon Sugar 14. And the last one is Malvez in a bottle, Elaine Coco 20. All right, so I don't know which one of these she's going to release in 50 ml or 100 ml size. So in the comment section below, if you're here, still in here, leave in the comment section below which of the Vacay in the bottle do you wish to be released as a 50 or 100 ml first. I think for me it is the banana one, the Maui in a bottle Sweet Banana, because I don't have a lot of banana fragrances in my collection. All right, so moving on. Valentino did it again. They released another Donna Born in Roma. This was bottle number 2 for 2024. This is the gold. And this is a pretty fragrance. It definitely smells like Donna Born in Roma. It's just a little bit more airy. I do think it has like notes of coconut in it. Definitely has that orange blossom DNA to it. And nothing more. The bottle is absolutely stunning. So again, this is Born in Roma Gold from Valentino. All right, the next fragrance, you guys, is a fragrance that I was so highly disappointed with this fragrance. I don't know. Okay, we just gonna leave that here. If you want to hear my thoughts about this fragrance, you can click the card or the video. This is Navitus Parfums in collaboration with Paulina, and this is Cabana Sunset. Stunning packaging, I know. Absolutely beautiful. All right, moving on into the next fragrances. These were released as a 4 set also, but you had to purchase them individually. But these came out from the lovely Miss Jackie Ayana, and this is her signature fragrance, I Am Her. This is like a raspberry oudi type of fragrance. It is nice. I was having a time with it when it first came out. I need to start sharing it some more love. Absolutely beautiful. Really enjoy it. And I've also had a time with this one. This is the Hard to Get. And this is from her candle fragrance house, Forever Mood. I think she's in business with her husband. But this is a lemon gourmand type of fragrance, and it is nice. All right, next up, you guys, is a fragrance from Marc Jacobs. And this is a flanker from the Perfect line. This is my first Perfect. Never intrigued by the Perfect line, but this one pulled me in. This one has a note of plum and honey. This is the Elixir version, and it's so pretty. It's pretty. So really been enjoying that. The next fragrance, I was inspired to buy this one too. I think her name is Fragrance and Frizz, but she has great content over there, and just the mere mention of Billie Eilish and Neighbor's Gold. I actually prefer the Neighbor's Gold over Billie Eilish. And to hear that this was very, very similar to it, I just had to get it. So this is from Paris Corners Ophidian Sweet Surrender. And this is a spicy vanilla fragrance. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. And it does smell a lot like the Eilish and the Neighbor's Gold. Next up, you guys, is something from the house of Swiss Arabian. This was released, I think it was their 50-year anniversary or their 75-year anniversary, but this was the featured fragrance along with another one. This is Shaggoff Vanilla Toffee, and this is a Toffee Coffee Delight Gourmand Arabian fragrance. Nice fragrance. It is a beautiful fragrance. All right, the next one is Honey Sweet by Sniff. I don't need to say more. I already have a backup of it. This is a honey fragrance that is absolutely beautiful. Really like it. Then this is the Intense Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. This is a little different and better than the original one. In my opinion, I do have the original one. You still get that original Orange Blossom DNA, but this one's just a little different. So again, this is the Devotion Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. All right, the next one is something that was recently released. This is the KayAli Yum Pistachio Bougie Marshmallow. This is very exciting to me because I just cannot wait to see if there's going to be an actual Yum line, because you know last year the Yum Pistachio came out, which is my all-time favorite from the KayAli line. But this is the one that has pink marshmallow. It has some strawberry freesia, and she's cute. Really enjoying it. The next one, I was intrigued by this because I'm like, this is probably a really good gourmand, and I kind of like have a thing with Sniff now, you know. That Honey Sweet, it sealed the deal for me. So this is their latest release. This is the Naughty Nona. This is supposed to be inspired by a fruitcake. I don't like fruitcake, probably never will like it, but I like this fragrance. So again, this is Naughty Nona by Sniff & Co. All right, this one is something that was released by the house of Maison Mataha, and I know the original Escapade Gourmand probably created a lot of this hype, and this is a nice fragrance. It's very sugary, sweet, marshmallow type of fragrance, but this is the Evasion Bun Bun by Maison Mataha. All right, now winding it down to fragrances that I actually added to, and that one was one that was added to the collection in the month of December as well. But I recently added the Clean Reserve Whipped Cherry. This is a clean, pretty whipped cherry. It's smooth, it's creamy. I really like this whipped cherry fragrance from Clean Reserve. The next one, this is the last release that I purchased myself. This was just released a couple days ago, maybe about a week ago. And this is the Black Opium's Glitter with the note of marshmallow by YSL. And last but definitely not least is one that I received as a Christmas present. and I'm so excited about it. This imaginative, whimsical, fanciful type of fragrance. This is Circus du Soleil, and this is carnival, fun, circus time in a bottle. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. So you guys, those are all the fragrances from the year, from 2024 releases that was added to my collection 2024. I want to thank you guys so very much. I hope that your new year is a prosperous, loving, healthy, safe year 2025. I am so grateful for you all. I'll see you over in the next year. And do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.